How's it going, everyone? This is Fun Gaming Connoisseur, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Monster Online, 3rd Era. Okay, so we're gonna continue our rebuilding efforts. And so last time I was taming Desert Horse, and so now that we have a horse, we're gonna go out and hunt some razorbacks, because I need more malarium as well as leather. So I've done a bit of retooling, repurposing all my characters. So in this game, sometimes things don't always work out the way you hoped it would be, and so one thing that you need to learn to do is to adapt. And that's what I've done with my characters. So I've done a bit of researching, and it turns out that I can still make reasonably decent weapons and gear using alternatives to silk, and that would be using leather. Oh, frame rate drop. And the sky looks, I kind of realised that there is seasons in this game, and I think several people on the forums, they have more or less reinforced, in support the idea that there is seasons in this game. And some of those players, they have said that there is seasons. And so as you can see, the sky looks different at this time of the year. So let's hope we can kill maybe 3 razorbacks today. If I can get 3, I'll be really happy. as will Tibers, who's my butcher. He'll be happy to get his hands on some razorback carcasses. I hope I don't come across a red today, or a criminal, or a blue who wants to kill other blues. And where are the razorbacks? Oh, there we go. And just to keep my mount hidden, come on, come over here. There we go. Alright. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, they like to do circles around you. Alright. Okay, let's put this into your bag. Alright. Now you stay there, and we'll continue hunting. I don't know why they like to do circles. Doing circles around the player. Okay, one more. And we'll be good. Man, they're a little bit. They like to do circles around you. You know, when you attack them. I better put my weapon away. Oh, maybe one more. I should be good. Should be good with one more, and so we'll get this one. Oh, wow. It's a big carcass. Oh man, that's slowing me down. Okay, let's go back. You can't... Oh, okay. Alright. So you've got limitations. Can you move? Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, it looks like we'll have to dump something. And I didn't know that there's you know, that pets can get overloaded as well. Oh man. Okay. Alright, I think... Okay, we'll dump this one. Okay, so I learnt something today, and that is, you know, pets have, you know, I thought that you could just put however much carcass you want into the bag, and it wouldn't weigh the pet down, but it turns out that... Oh, okay, so it turns out that pets cannot carry too much as well. Okay, well I learnt something. It's a bit unfortunate because I killed 4 and I can only carry like 2 back. And I wonder if I had other pets, you know, maybe a mulva or something, maybe it could carry more, but oh well. Oh, you learn something new every day. We just gotta get back. I don't want to lose anything. You know, I've already lost a whole set of, you know, armor and weapons and other stuff last time in the graveyard. I don't want to lose more stuff again. Especially I'm wearing this suit of armor from Mark Knight, who gave this suit of armor to me. Oh man, the frame rates are really bad today. I don't know why. Because usually when I'm coming down here, it's the frame rate isn't too bad, but I don't know why. For some reason today, it's just really choppy. Okay, so we're rebuilding post Myrland. You know, as far as I'm concerned, I think Myrland is a no-go. You know, as long as the walls are there, the gates, I don't think I'm going to go there. I can't anyway. So we're going to rebuild, and once we get that out of the way, then we can continue on more adventures. Okay, so let's get all the carcasses into the bank. That's part one out of the way. Now I've got to get that to my butcher. So I'll cut back and I'll get my butcher to butcher those carcasses. Okay, so now we're with Tibers, and he's got all the razorback carcasses from Tibers. And so one thing that you know, if you're doing something similar to what I'm doing, make sure that when you're sending, you know, when you're taking heavy stuff, make sure you only take receive, because if you take all, it's going to weigh you down and you won't be able to move, and so you'll, you know, end up having to either get someone to hold it for you, or, you know, destroy all of them until you can move. And so, you know, you don't want to do either of that, because it's, you know, it's just not practical. So best to do just receive one at a time. So now I'm gonna do a bit of butchering. Let's see how much I get from this stack of 5,000 razorback carcass. There's someone here with me. Is it just one person? Murty. Alright, how about if I better just stand here, keep an eye on him. Okay, so this is what we got. That's a lot of resources, and it's yeah. So, you know, if you're relying on leather and, you know, other animal materials to make your gear, I think razorbacks are the best animal of choice, because they give so much resource. You know, they don't just give leather and emulge, but they give all these other, you know, materials as well, you know, like compact horn and malarium and iron bone, and you can use this to make weapons as well. Sorry, not weapons, armor. Don't use this to make weapons because you know, and that's one thing. That's another thing as well. Certain materials are better for certain kinds of gear. So let's say malarium, for example. Now malarium, you can make some reasonably okay weapons out of malarium. However, iron bone is not exactly good for making weapons. It's good for armor, but not for weapons. That's something that I think I've done a bit of research on that, and you know, that's what it shows on the. If you go to Mortal Data and you go to the weapons calculator, you'll find that iron bone doesn't really make good weapons. Not slashing weapons, maybe bashing weapons, but so you know, you just got to figure out, you know, what material is good for what kinds of gear, and then make your gear accordingly. You know, use the different kinds of materials. Okay, so let's butcher another one. And by the way, I'll just see how much skill gain I've made. Okay, so endoskeleton law. Okay, so we're all getting there. Alright, so compact horn. Yeah, I don't really need compact horn, so that's fine. Let's butcher another one. And so I did say on the forums that you know, playing solo is doable and it can be fun if you're into playing solo. But you know, it's just that, you know, a lot of these menial tasks you'll have to do by yourself, and that's probably the downside to playing solo, is that you'll have to do a lot of these tasks by yourself, and you know, you'll have limitations. You know, certain dungeons that you won't just, you know, you just won't be able to get very far into because you're you know, a solo adventurer. But you know, this game does enable you to play solo to an extent, and I do find that it's quite a lot of fun actually for me. Now, of course, joining a guild is, you know, has its benefits, but it does also have drawbacks. You know, like let's say your guild is involved in a war, then, you know, if you're in town, then enemy guildmates can just come along and kill you, and the guards won't do anything. So that's the downside to playing in a guild. Okay, so I'm going to do the same for all the other carcasses, and after that we'll move on to the other two alts that I have, and they'll be doing something different. But I'll do that in the next part. So this will be in part 2 of this rebuilding efforts after, you know, post Myrland. So I hope that you'll join me. So as always, if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur. Take care.